everyone, Zach Finds Fish here. I just pulled into a parking spot for a antique mall. So I did some searching, looking around for some antique shops, some thrift stores, see if I could find anything cool where we could go in, maybe do a vlog, find some cool fishing stuff. And I found one, and this one's kind of big. And the reason why I'm still sitting in my car, because it's absolutely freezing. So let's go inside and check it out. So this is called the Town Peddler Craft and Antique Mall. And I have no clue if there's any fishing items in there, but we're gonna check it out. Hey everyone, Zach Finds Fish here. Before we get too deep into the video, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Over 91% of you guys enjoying the content have not clicked that button. And if you do, it's greatly appreciated. Thank you, everyone. So I can already tell this place is massive, absolutely massive. And I think I might have found the outdoor spot. So I walked kind of to the back just to have a moment to speak to you guys, and I found some fishing rods. So ugly stick casting fishing rod, light pro, for $40 doesn't seem that great, but I'm really looking for and see if we can find any cool, maybe lures. What is this? We have, they're definitely just ugly sticks. 35 GX2. They might be a little bit cheaper than maybe retail, but this is definitely old. The America's Strongest, Most Sensitive Rod. But I don't see any lures yet. But I feel like we're in the right section for potential lures. Okay, so just off to the right, we have some lures, it looks like. We have some big old spoons here, some art decor. You got this big old pike here. Don't judge me, it might be a muskie, but I think it's a pike. Oh, well, I guess that answers my question. Muskie, caught in 1970 in the Strawberry Canal. Then you have this one up here, the Northern Pike, 1980. That's pretty cool. What is this? They definitely have some stuff. $5. These look like for some bigger fish. Not necessarily what I'm going after. That's old school, wow. $1.49? Is that what that says? $1.49, that's pretty retro. Even has the Confederate flag on it. That's definitely old school. A Daredevil, $12.99. Maybe this one doesn't have a price on it. Oh yeah, here it is, $15. The Bill Norman Lure Box. That's pretty cool. What is this? $12.99. Vintage Hedon. Supersonic. Seems like they're definitely pricing them as vintage. So what is this? This is a Garrett jointed wooded lure, $16. This is actually, is this a pawpaw? No. It very much looks like a pawpaw. I have one of those that I'm actually bringing to the show. What is this? This is an old school prop bait. It is. What is this? How much is this? $20. A vintage Dalton 1950s Barracuda wooden lure. St. Petersburg, Florida. That's pretty cool. But it doesn't look like they have a ton, unfortunately, of stuff that like maybe I would throw. And again, they're marking them as vintage. They are definitely vintage, but $3.99 is the most realistic price one I've seen so far. But I don't see any other fishing items that I would get, and this is kind of probably it. This is definitely their fishing section. What are these? Some flies. These are definitely cool. Don't get me wrong. Something like this for, what is it? $17. That's a pretty cool find. Definitely a retro find, but it kind of just gives me an idea of what I may be able to value mine for. These are definitely in rough shape. How much are these? $44. That's pretty cool. I was kind of hoping to find a bigger selection of old school, like a wall of stuff, so I'm not going to give up yet. But it looks like this is really not much that I would throw or use. Yeah, unfortunately, it's a lot of spoons, which are cool, but these are definitely the cooler of the stuff right here. So I'm gonna walk around, I'm gonna keep looking and see if we can find any more. I was like, oh, you know what? I need a net, small to trout net. They're $15 for a little trout net. I'm pretty sure I could get a brand new one for the same price. Old school little tackle box, that's cool. So just out of habit, I always like to just look. Now granted, I'm sure there's nothing in here. They've taken everything out, but it's always fun to just look and see if there is anything. I doubt it. They probably pulled everything out. But unfortunately, it does look like these are kind of it. Look at this old school Rapala. Wow. That's seen some fish for sure. Like I said though, man, it is crazy. They have some retro games here. Wow. I mean, this is pretty wild. Like I said, this place is massive. Again, doesn't have a huge outdoor section, which I was really hoping to find some more lures. And we're still gonna keep looking, but I mean, it just goes and goes and goes and goes. That's where I walk through. So I'm gonna keep looking, record as we walk, but I'm looking for lures and fishing things, and I unfortunately believe I found it all, but we'll keep looking. All right, so quick update. Haven't found any more. I'm not giving up, but man, this place is massive. I'm basically lost at this point. It's so big, they even have like a little cafe. Play some checkers, some big checkers, have a nice cup of coffee, free refills for $1. I mean, this is pretty cool. I mean, unreal. All right, so I've made it back into the little small fishing section. I'm gonna keep looking, but I don't know how much longer. But I did find these old school like fishing reel holders. That's at least what it says. A fishing reel cover, so I'm assuming you can store your fishing reels in here. I found this old school Bass Pro Shop one. These are all leather. This is pretty cool for $5. This is kind of cool. I'm gonna hold on to this. This might be cool, kind of store my rods. I might even get both of them. Not sure yet. I'm gonna keep looking, but I was really hoping to find some more fishing gear, and I really do believe this is it, unfortunately. But I'm gonna keep looking, not gonna give up, because again, this place is massive. I originally thought this was maybe for a weapon, but it's a Plano it's like a little Plano. I saw Plano, so I'm assuming it's for fishing. Oh, this is a wild little tackle box here. Let's pull this out. Oh. Well, that's actually pretty nifty. Can fit a lot. Does have dividers. Got like a top storage and I mean that's pretty cool actually. And it has deep pockets. I wonder how much this thing is. That's pretty cool. Now granted, I'm not gonna need it, but a pretty cool find nonetheless. But let's see how much it is. All right, so I found a tag. $25. I could buy a really nice Plano box. Now granted, maybe not this big, but it's not bulky and heavy. Sometimes I just think because the word vintage, they automatically mean valuable, but all right, I don't know. I'm not sure. I put the reel covers back, but I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna assume this is the only spot for fishing gear. We're gonna keep looking. All right, so as I was walking through, I saw this and it says tackle box and lures for $45. So there's definitely some lures in here. So you have to buy the whole thing. A nice buzzbait. That actually looks not too old. And you got some older style lures here. That one's wicked looking. I wonder if there's more. I don't want to knock the whole thing down though. Here, let's put this on the floor so we can open it. All right, so I set it on this chair. Let's see. It's definitely loaded. For $45 though, I feel like sometimes, again, because it says old, it means valuable. And to me, this doesn't look like a $45 box. But these lures are so wicked looking. Those are definitely cool. It's a lot of spoons. You know, you got a few spoons in here. The crankbait looks pretty decent. Buzzbait is nice, but you can pick up those pretty commonly. For $45, that's pretty expensive for what's in here. But it's more lures. So I have to assume there's more somewhere. I'm hoping that there is, because this selection is pretty mediocre. So I'm gonna keep looking, putting this back. All right, guys, I've been exploring a little bit, and I was just kind of looking in this section because I saw kind of outdoorsy stuff in this section. It's gonna get a little loud. And then I found this, which you guys may know I'm a big Pokemon fan. But then I started looking and like, look at this vintage reel right here. Like this little reel right here. Now, granted, that's all I see here. No lures, nothing that I would use or throw. And I saw the net here for $65 for a vintage net. But that was pretty cool. Just some cool finds. They just have so much stuff here. And honestly, for $30, this is a pretty cool find. But you need the VCR for it. All right, you guys, well, I am going to admit I'm a little bit disappointed. I was really hoping to find just like a wall of old school lures, things like that. Again, there's that section right there, but they just didn't have that much. I'm gonna do kind of just another quick walkthrough. You won't see it, but otherwise, the next time you see me, you'll see me outside of this huge antique mall. All right, you guys, besides the fact that place is massive and it's cold outside, unfortunately, there was just not much fishing related items there. I also was looking for Christmas presents, but that's not why we were there. I looked through all of those hauls. This place is massive. I also noticed that it's really just kind of like a vendor for other people to bring their stuff and sell. But unfortunately, the only fishing items we saw were in that back corner, which again, cool items, probably worth the value that they're asking, but just not enough for me to really want to search and buy something. So cool place, massive place, but I'm not walking out with anything. Guys, again, if you enjoyed this content, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Peace.